Hey guys. So I normally don't do stuff like this. I'll get back to making just regular gameplay videos after this one. Uh, I did a stream on the 7th of November, and I was asked a question about do I care about saves? And it was a simple question, but it eventually my answer started kind of going into a rant about my exposition on the community and the reaction to Crimefest and the recent changes that have been made to Payday. So I'm just making a quick disclaimer, and I apologize for looking like shit. I'm still recovering from my cold. I'm almost better though, so that's good. Um, I am making a quick disclaimer. I'm pretty sure I'm going to, at the very least, upset a number of my viewers. So I mean, I, give your opinion. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Write your statements in the comments, but keep it civil and make sure. Remember, we're all adults here. And I don't. If I see anything that's just stupid banter, as an angry response to what I had to say, it's going to be deleted. And if it goes far enough, I'll just straight up block you from my channel. But yeah, there's going to be opinions in there that's probably going to upset a number of people. And you know what? I did say last week or so that I was going to remain neutral until after Crimefest to make my own opinion, and this is my opinion on the matter. So yeah, just go ahead and hear what I have to say, and yeah, I'll go back to making normal videos. So later. Crash. So maybe it was BLT. I don't know, but I mean it's very rare that I get a crash. I really don't, honestly. Well, not in the way that it would bother me or my gameplay experience. It didn't affect my experience at all. The only thing that actually did, and that barely anybody addressed during the whole boycott, was the rebalance, which yeah, some of the weapons that were part of the old meta are now overpowered. But you know what? There are many other weapons you can choose from, and there are many other weapons that you can replace for the, so you can go back to the old meta, which I've done, which is what the Bernettis are. The Bernettis are basically the Leos, the Interceptors of old. So, I mean, yeah, look, I have a skin. I have several of the skins. I like I honestly, I was not particularly a fan of the skins when it first came out, but I don't care. Even stat boosted ones, they're so minute that it doesn't fucking matter. It does not make you better than me if you have something that gives you a little bit of a boost, because if you suck, you suck. I mean, that's kind of a blunt way for me to put it, but I mean, if you suck at the game, you're gonna suck at the game regardless if you have a stat boosted skin. So the only ones I can see that can be a little bit cheap, in a technical way, is anything that gives you more concealment. That's it. And even then, it doesn't matter. I have setups that can bring me down to 3 points of concealment with the weapons that I want. So the whole boycott over microtransactions, over a function that does not affect your game experience in any way, shape, or form, is retarded. If you don't like it, don't fucking participate. Just don't participate in it. Don't demonize an entire company at a fucking game franchise that you supposedly love just because of one business decision that you don't agree with that doesn't affect your gameplay experience at all. So to answer your question, yeah, I don't like the fact that I have to buy something, and you know what? My course of action for that, I don't buy keys. Problem solved. It doesn't change how my game plays. It's purely optional. There's nothing in there that forces me to want to buy it, or else my gameplay experience will be different. I don't buy keys. I just buy the skins. That's it. And the color schemes on a lot of them I like. I just don't like that they put in shitty patterns. Like there's a Bernetti, I forgot what it's called. I think it's called Blood Dragon. There's a Benetti skin. It has a black and red color palette. I love it, but I hate the fact that it has a blood pattern to it. It just ruins the entire skin. And I really wish I could. I really wish I could have it, but I can't. I hate the fact that there's blood droplets on the barrel. Yeah, if you don't like it, don't fucking buy it. You're not denying yourself anything of the gameplay itself. So what are you complaining about? And the fact that drills are droppable, you can get them for free. The very thing that you thought you only had to pay for is now obtainable through free methods. You have no grounds to argue. The boycott is now irrelevant because your only argument was you had to pay for that shit. Now you don't. And people still want to boycott for the sake of boycotting. They're fucking angry, and they just want to be angry because we're the consumers. We're always right, and the developers are always wrong. It's the customer is always right mentality, and it's really fucking stupid. It really is. Am I 100% backing Overkill for this decision? No. Hell no. I hate microtransactions. On principle, I hate microtransactions, although I am a hypocrite because I have this fucking skin. It's nice. But yeah, no. I think, honestly, it's a fault on both ends. Yeah, they just want everything for free. They're entitled little shitheads who have the customer is always right mentality, and that you should always cater to me. Like, no, you should always we should work as a community. The consumer and the manufacturer should work together. And that problem is that there's no communication between the two, right? So the consumer does something. The consumer does something that, or the I'm sorry, I gotta get these guys up real quick. So there's no communication between the manufacturer and the consumer, and I do believe that a huge chunk of this has to do with the fact that this is Starbreeze's decision, not Overkill, because Overkill doesn't own any of their own stock. So any actual business decision is done due to Starbreeze. So, but I do believe that Overkill is still working for the consumer. Like they mentioned that, you know, we listened to you guys and we want to do something to kind of gears towards, you know, what you wanted, right? So they are listening, but they're not properly communicating, and that's one thing Overkill has always been at fault for, is they're terrible at communicating. They're terrible at PR. I love Overkill. I still do. I still support them. Yeah, no, Almir has nothing to do with it. He's PR. That's all Almir is. Almir has nothing to do with the business end. He is purely PR. People don't seem to understand that. People don't want to understand that because it's wrong. It makes them wrong. And they don't want to be wrong. We're tired, or we're angry, we're tired of this, you know. And it's like, dude, shut up. If you don't like it, just get the fuck out. That's what I really want to say, but I know that I'm going to get drowned by comments of ignorant mom mentality. So I just keep my mouth shut and then let them do their thing. If they want to leave, go ahead. You're nothing but toxic to the community anyway. We'll take in brand new players who will openly take in the game the way it is right now, and we'll help them out. Like a community. It's fucking retarded. Yeah, no, people just want to yell and scream, right? It makes them feel like they're in the right and we're in the wrong. Right, and that's all it is. It's all a giant pissing contest. It's more about I'm right, you're wrong, rather than, hey, you're making a bad decision. We want to help. We want to make this right. It's just all about I'm right and you're wrong, right? And I'm being angry for the sake of being angry, right? It's just being entitled consumers. That's all they are.